What's up, my friends? Welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. We're here with Aroden, Algren, Zevran, Bowskii, Morrigan, and we got our trusty Dwarven and Legion of the Dead over here, led by Cardal. And we are pushing into Bunamar, I think it's called, which is also called the Dead Trenches, the home or the land of the dead, pretty much. This place is completely taken over by Darkspawn, and it is actually super important to the dwarves, since we read in the what we read in the codex is how important Bunamar of a symbol it was to the dwarves. So taking this back will be really beneficial for the dwarves, and not only that, for the Legion of the Dead. Supposedly Aroden made Bunamar to honor the Legion of the Dead. So what do you say we go in here, kick some freaking doors down, make it a little messy with Darkspawn blood, and try to find Branka along the way. Yeah, we still are looking for Branka, right? I get so confused and just forget what I'm doing because there's so much amazing shit to do down here. Branka's the last thing I think about, friends. Anyways, let's go ahead and read. Follow Branka's trail to the Dead Trenches. You found Branka's journal, and it seems she was headed into the Dead Trenches. You must follow her. The journal contained a map that shows you the way to the Dead Trenches through Caridin's Cross. And then lost in the memories. We still have this, obviously. We got to go back to order in the Shaperate. The records of pretty much her being a noble. And we got Admiral Topsider here as well. We got to find his final battle location with the Darkspawn, and that seems to be about pretty much it. Without further ado, let's go ahead and take our friends here into battle, whoop some Darkspawn's ass, and move along, shall we? I put on all of these. I put on Threaten as well. I'm thinking, like, I don't know what it is, friends, and I'm hoping that it just goes away. But I got this urge to put Aroden back on the sword and shield again and try to make him, and try to figure out this whole tanking thing again with him. But I know that the more damage you do, the better. I know. But for some reason, I got this urge to want to just put him back to this whole nothing but aggro. Zev, thank you. Zevron's a singing mofo. But anyways, just put him into that and hold nothing but aggro. But I know he can still hold the aggro here with the two-hander. And I want to put all this stuff on. Wait a minute, who's going over there? You're gonna get destroyed. No. Let's let them do their thing, buddy.
Time for a little.
Get back to Aroden. I mean, like, we can still do this. Maybe I don't really think we need the sword and shield, friends. We came to the conclusion that the two-hander was just better, right? Alright, there's an emissary up here. Let's go ahead and up there and... You know, I would like to pummel strike him, but Morrigan is just so far behind. He's throwing a fireball down there. Aroden's gonna pummel strike him. Let's crush and prison him. Algren. Who took that fireball? Algren? Go and heal Algren. Get blood magic on. We got Aroden back there doing his thing. Alright, now he's blood magic. He's done. There we go. Let's get on back to Zev, see if Zev can take out the Bronto here. Aroden's taunting, beautiful. See his aggro, he's holding great aggro here. Thing is, he's completely out of stamina though. It's coming back pretty good though. That was interesting. I mean, Threaten's not, it doesn't seem too bad. He was holding aggro there. I know he taunted, but look how much more stamina we get when we take this off. Do we really need this? This gives us the warrior tries to make each attack count, sacrificing attack speed, for a bonus to attack, as well as increased chance to score critical hits, or as long as this mode is active. Like, that seems super useful, friends. I know you guys are probably inside thinking like, man, this guy just changes everything so much. I do. I like can never pick, like, it's just the damn truth. I can never pick what I want to do. And I know inside, like, the way I keep looking at this character, I want him to just hold all the aggro because he was supposed to be the tank here. And I don't know if that's just because this just how Origins is, but we are going, you know, we are doing fine and dandy, literally, without being sword and shield. I don't know why the idea is just possessed into my damn mind here, but we are going to keep going like that. Oh, there's a room there. Good thing we went back. We're going to keep going and see if I can hold all the aggro as possible. Like, let's look here. I mean, we are literally going to get superiority, right? And then after superiority, I don't even know if I'll use perfect striking. The warrior focus on precision, getting a massive attack bonus for a moderate time. So, if we're not going to do that, we're looking at where are we even going to put our points at? Might as well just put them back into here, you know? Literally, because there's nothing else to get. We have one more damn ability and we are done, friends. I don't like Blood Frenzy. I don't like Aura of Pain. I just don't care for them. It's just more sustained abilities that just aren't really that useful to me. So what else is there for us to do besides just stacking out freaking sword and shield again? Maybe we'll use it as a back bar thing. I mean, that's still just stupid, but I have no idea. We'll just put points into something and keep going. This sword, the two-handed warrior is a lot of fun, friends. Let's get Zev on board, because I think there's traps in here. Damn, he put that precise striking on. Alright, we'll get back to Aroden. See if we can taunt as much people as possible. Because Zev is taking some heat, baby. Go ahead and get blood magic on. We got one back here kind of wreaking havoc. See ya. And we got Zev on this one, which is good. Excuse me. There we go, Zev. Let's get... Alright, well, let me do something with his tactics since he will put this on. Let's activate Threaten. Sound good? I think that's about good.
On it.
Darkspawn areas are freaking creepy, man. Look at this. Look at these helmets, though. It's super cool because it's got like a helmet here and it's got, looks like a lyrium inside there to light it up. They're using it as like lights. Super cool. Started. Silver Chalice. I know the Legion of the Dead armor is here somewhere. Ice arrow. That's
right.
Definitely not it. There we go. The Dead Cast, friends. The Dead Cast. Friends, we have argued long, but I would propose a different direction. It is not unprecedented that one of our numbers should end up in the Legion of the Dead. The memories attest to some bewildering falls from grace. Only his choice to volunteer has propelled this beyond mere scandal. The question we must ask is, does this serve us? The Legion has always seemed a last hope of redemption. If a noble joins their number by choice, no less, this can only do good things for enrollment. And we sacrifice only one foolish member, the last of the troublesome house. His reforms are better shouted at the Darkspawn than in these halls, I say. Let him go. This is the writ that has passed, Darius. I hope you can live with your decision because you're lost to it now. From Assembly minutes regarding the Legion of the Dead. So this is like a noble being pushed to the Legion here, or this noble wanting to join the Legion here. I told you, friends, I think I would even join the damn Legion of the Dead too. If this was literally our world, and I was a dwarf. So what is this one? So we read the 913 one. 7-0 Storm. The wars continue in the depths and the border tags are lost. Orzammar fortifies and holds, but the lost ground is not regained and remaining dead space. Where Darkspawn multiply, it was a surge, but the surface was not breached. There was no great archdemon behind them, no blight was declared, no rallying cry was given. The warden slumbered. After centuries of constant skirmishes, a trend becomes clear. The first line of defense, unacknowledged for centuries, weakens. So that's by the same person. The Shaper Aroden. Well, let's head on out, friends. Let's keep on moving. Let me know about some kind of tank build here. I feel like we have everything that, I mean, there's really nothing more that we could do besides obviously rally, and we got threaten here. I want to hold more aggro, and the reason being is because I like switching between companions here, and the best that we can do is obviously we have the taunt on board coupled with frightening appearance because we know that makes the taunt more useful. We have massive armor on. Upgrade to tier 7, and that would make threaten probably better the more damage we do, and threaten would be more useful. Let's say the warrior adopts a challenge and posture that increases enemy hostility with each melee attack. So ultimately you are probably being a better tank with this. It's just the allure of loving sword and shield, you know, like I love how cool sword and shields are. I don't know, but the fact is that let's get on Morgan here.
This should be easy enough.
Hell yeah, Morgan. Fireball from downtown, baby. The fact is, it's just that it just might not be that useful. I know how useful it is in Inquisition. Oh, Aroden. Our Aroden's force fielded. What destroyed him? That was close, friends. That was really freaking close. It must have stepped on a trap, perhaps? I don't know. Wow, he was almost done for, friends. Me over here lapping my jaws, and Aroden's over here getting wrecked. Hey, don't give him the ability, pal. Alright, he's good. Getting Morgan on board here. Wow. Good thing I looked at that. Holy moly. Alright, Argon, what do you got going on, friend? One more dex. Level it to 18. Should be fine. And rest in the strength. And he can use a specialization. So he's got Berserker. You know, I oddly want to make Ogren freaking Templar, friends. Champion is what we got going on. We don't really need Ogren to do that as well. Reaver would be useful for the stun. I want to make Ogren a Templar, friends. Screw it. Because I want Holy Smite and I want Cleanse. If we run into this situation where we actually need that shit. Yep. That's what I'm doing. Damn Templar Ogren over here. Freaking blasphemy, friends. That's like making Win a freaking blood mage. I don't know. I want to do something different with him and Ogren. Like, we can't have everybody the same one. We want some different abilities here.
This should be easy enough.
I mean, obviously we can. we'll just keep going how it is. Aroden got wrecked there. I gotta go back and look and how he got wrecked, but I don't think that he got wrecked by just enemies. I don't know. I have no idea.
Let's get started.
I kind of felt like he stepped on a trap or something. Alright, the Shaper's life. Where did we even leave? Oh, friends. See, that's what's so hard about these damn codexes that I don't like. Because they're so out of order. Let's just read from the top. The blessing of the Shaper is giving only to those who walk with the stone. It is a path that cuts deep and the road is far from secure. But those who desire to work in the memory must first honor it. Document the stone, protect her, and present a new history to the memories. Only then will the blessing of the Shaper be upon you. Orzammar has carved a legacy from the stone, but history is more than the comings and goings that fill the streets. These carvings are old cuts and well traveled. The true will of the stone is revealed far from the halls of politics and commerce. The Shaper must step away from his families and seek out revelations from the frontier or buried secrets from past abandon. The Shaper must first walk away if he is to return. Far from abandon, the deep roads are patrolled by those who fight for Orzammar and the stone. These defenders have great and tragic events unfold, but they are committed to the moment, not the memory. It is the Shaper's burden to walk this path with a mind to observation. He will fight if pressed. Every dwarf owes that to the stone. But his purpose is to record, not create. Although dark and deep, the old paths are alive with deeds. Only the dedication of the Shaper can ensure that they are not lost in the memories. Before the Darkspawn, the stone held an empire. Dozens of ties, each cavern a shade of dwarven pride. Communities separate, but united. They fall by degree, ruins crumbled in their tombstones, a forgotten glory, but the stone is living history. And absence can reveal more than constant scrutiny does. As the stone shifts, she chooses what remains buried and what must see the light. The Shapers must return, must walk the lost way, so the children of the stone can see what has been surrendered and what can be gained. This is the sacrifice of the Shaper. So they have a terrible job. Like, it's an interesting job, but it's so freaking it's got to be so damn dangerous, and just like you have probably no time for your family. You are just seeking knowledge of the dwarves. I mean, you have to be an extraordinary person to want to do that, and just kind of nothing left but the desire to want to
Watch out, trap there.
find knowledge for your people, and it's you got to respect that. Definitely have to respect them. I feel like maybe Aroden stepped on a trap like that, friends. Probably. We got Zev on board here. We don't want Zev to get wrecked. Alright, we got more guys over there. There is another trap indeed here. Let's get back here. Get onto Morgan. Heal Zev.
Very well.
Go ahead and throw a fireball over here. Good riddance. Got one here. Let's get that on board. How's Algren doing? Good? Go ahead and bust him up with a freaking final blow, Algren. It didn't kill him. We got Zev fighting two guys. Get on Morgan. We don't really have any heal. There we go. Calling the area here. Morgan is seeing better days, friends. Heal yourself. There we go.
I think that's all.
Hell yeah, Algren. Beat him with that club, big boy. Look at him. Big ass fucking club, man. Alright, friends. Let's see if we can... I was gonna say, let's see if we can put this back on. So that would give us more stamina. We're not actually not having a bad we're not having a bad problem with the stamina there. We might as well keep it on. I was just saying, like, wow, we're actually doing decent with that turned off. But the mother freaker was still on. Cool. Legion of the Dead gloves added. Okay, here we go. Dearest Gilly, I know things have been difficult since the center of our house. I had hoped to bear the cost of my actions alone, but if I had a full understanding of consequences, I wouldn't have murdered above my caste in the first place. I did not abandon you lightly, but I know of no other way to insulate you against my shame than by joining the Legion. It is a half measure that has earned me no right to seek your comfort, but please, I beg you, for one moment of foolish optimism. There is a talk of a new soldier, a noble. The things I have heard, I will not curse them by voicing them aloud, but it may be a path to respectability for my kin, for you. If there remains any official line open to our name, can you verify he is real? And the house Farald is in good stead. So this is not just all about that noble. It seems other Legion of the Dead
This should be
people
easy
want to they want to know if this guy was indeed a noble. Like, to what purpose would that even matter? Believe what they want to see if he's a noble? Because intel it could make the Legion of the Dead kind of like a noble caste in a way. Can it? I mean, it's an interesting wrinkle going on here. I don't think it would make the Legion of the Dead noble, right? I mean, only thing we can do is keep on reading and find out what the hell happens. Hell yeah, baby, emissary. Let's go ahead. Taunt. Morgan needs to take the emissary out. Aroden actually needs a heal. It could be them spiders actually wrecking him, friends. Let's hit him with a regen. No. I wanted to stop him. Or he's blood magic. He tried to heal. Let's get Zev on him. We need Zev to take him out. Come on, Zev, you got him, buddy. There you go. Let's get on back here. How's Morgan doing? Good? Go ahead and take some health from Aroden. Cool. Well, this seems to be working out, friends. Seems to be working out indeed. So he held pretty good aggro there, which is good. We'll just keep up with the taunts and such. Here we go. Holy moly, what's up, big boy? Taunt on board. You're about to get wrecked, Zev. Let's see if we can get out of the way in time. Oh, we got out of the way. Hell yes. There you go, Zev. Just take him out. Morgan, I want you to go ahead and hex him. Rush imprison him. Resist it, huh? Blood magic. Like, he's still on Aroden, which is very great. Awesome. So now we got the Topsider's blade. And what's up with the quest here? You have found all the pieces of the Topsider's sword. Returning it to his corpse may bring him some peace. The Topsider's final resting place is in the caves east of Ortontak. So we know where that is. That's like right next to Ruck's place. So we'll go back to there eventually and turn that in and see what we can get from it. That's still such a cool little story about that Topsider person. Holy moly! How was that? I like how he came down here, even though he wasn't a Grey Warden. Morrigan, how you doing? Go and throw a fireball. See ya. Eat that, scumbags. Hell yeah, Bowskii. It's too easy. It's too easy. Come on, give me some garnets. I know you want to. There it is. There's one. Hell yes. All you gotta do is ask and you shall receive. That's creepy. Let's get out of here. I don't really like this area here. Well, it's saving for one, so it might be nasty. We have an area over there. We have like a... Let's look at the map. So, this is probably on the lines of the way to go, huh? Let's go over here first. Then go over there. And make our way into the back area. I'm gonna wait until we get the whole Legion of the Dead armor to put on Oghren. To be honest with you, friends, he might not even be able to wear that shit. Let me see. Come on, Oghren. Damn it. He don't have enough strength. I knew he wouldn't. That's okay. We can give him... We might be able to give him like a necklace. Something on the lines of this. And then this ring here, the belt. We can get him up there to put that on. I'm sure. Alright, let's go ahead and head into that. Though I kinda wanna get on Morrigan. See if we can wreak havoc in the Hell yeah. Let them come to us, friends. There we go. Get on with Aroden. We got Zeb over here taking this guy out, though. We don't want him running too far over there, because that's definitely bosses. See ya. Should we just go over there? Looks like we're gonna have to. So let's go in with Oghren. Could go in with Bowskii though. Just in case. Damn, Oghren. Taking some heat. What's Morrigan got going on? Is blood magic in the area? Group heal. We got Aroden up top. Got a Forge Master. We got an Alpha. Let's do the Alpha. And I want to throw a fireball, but it's okay. Taunt everyone. See if we can break his armor. Okay, he's healing somehow, which is interesting. Go ahead and hit him with an Hex, Morrigan. Now, I would really like to throw a fireball at these ones. Oh yeah. Oh, I think I hit Oghren. Did I hit Oghren? Oghren, how did you get burned? It's gotta be the beard. Your beard must have stuck out too far and it got burned, big guy. Let's hit Aroden with a regen. We got one spawn here. He's done.
You can do better than that. No quarter.
There we go, Zeb. Come on. Yeah, hell yeah. It definitely was fun, Zeb. Oh, don't worry, Zeb. You'll get up here one day. Go ahead and run around. Give him a horror.
You're gonna pay. You never had a chance.
Oh.
This should be
Easy peasy, friends. That went pretty well. We used our brain for once and just didn't run in there and get tore up. Alright, Zev, go ahead and get this stuff open, big boy. Money looted. I won't lie, I kind of love seeing that, friends. Because my inventory is probably almost full. Anything else over here? So this seems to be what, their forge? A darkspawn forge? I mean, that guy was the forge master. He was the man making them weapons for him. So we just undermined the spawn in this area big time by taking him the hell out. This place is awesome. This Boonamar place here. It's super freaking cool looking. I can imagine how grand this place must have actually been when Aroden dedicated this to the Legion.
on it.
I knew it. I smelled them. Taunt on deck. Warcry on deck. Two-handed sweep on deck. Who else? Let's get some blood magic on deck. Huh? Oh, hell yeah! Look at Aroden. That's what I'm talking about. Taking all the aggro. That is what I want to see, friends. Fucking beautiful.
Is it just me, or do you actually think you have a chance?
That was just amazing. Hell yeah, Aroden. Good job, my man.
Right.
Anything else? What is that over there? It's lit up, but that's the way we came from, right? Or is this the way we came from? Yeah, this is the way we came from. Alright. Keep on moving along. That's the only thing we can do. Branka's not going to Soddin find herself. We're about to level up, friends. So we got a runestone here. What is this about? On the Dwarves, unknown burden. So we did read 913. We read 70. And okay, 512 exalted. The surface declares the fourth blight, a number that means nothing to the stone. In the depths, the events are inverted, are blight spanning the intern years. 7 generations of shifting lines and darkness. Our ancestors are the reason the surface kingdoms don't know a darkspawn by sight. Why even their eldest have never heard an account firsthand. They believe the blights are defeated by a gathering of allies with a singular focus. Eventually they will be lost by attrition in the depths. The spawn surges and releases. We fortify and follow, although doubts are raised. This is interesting stuff here. That codex stuff? Nagata, whatever the hell it is. I don't even know what the name is there. But that particular codex, that string of codexes for that one, is interesting as hell, friends. I love it. It's showing the Dwarves' plight. Who else wants some? We got a emissary here. Morgan? Let's go ahead and sneak around this way. Oh, he's running back in there. He wants us to come to him. And Zevran stunned him. I would say blood magic, but I think undead are immune. So you did good, Zev, but we're gonna need Aroden back here with you. Because Zev is hurting. Morgan, go ahead and heal him. Aroden, I need you back here. I need you on him. Ogren, I could use you over here as well, friend. Meanwhile, let's get on the Morgan and make sure everyone's not gonna die. No! We went right into that stun. Morgan is gonna be hurting, friends. Let's see if we can get off a sneaky group heal real quick before I get wrecked. Go ahead and get Zev back up. We're gonna need a pummel strike on him, which you can't because you're freaking stamina. When I need it, can't get it. That's not good. Ogren, go ahead. Oh, he's down. Good job, Ogren. So Ogren fought him the whole time. Look at Ogren with all these undead. Let's see, Ogren. Morgan's hexed. Can she force field herself? You know, I don't think she needs to. She might not. She should probably be fine if she doesn't take aggro. See, this is what I'm talking about, the cleanse from the Templar tree. I want that ability to be used for something like this. And I know late game, these mages tend to hit us with this all the freaking time. So Aroden taunted, which is good. He should have everybody on him now. We got Morgan here. We're gonna have to regen Sev. Ogren's positioning is pretty cool. Zevron's positioning is not great. Because this guy here. Well, we got this guy on Zev though. So the taunting just, you don't get all of them. It just reminds me of skittish. It's a thing in WoW. The aggro system is very skittish. They kind of just go everywhere. You can taunt them and you can hold it for a few seconds, but then the aggro kind of just jumps off. I can kind of respect that because it makes it a bit harder. And I'm cool with it. Just got to get better, friends. I need to get my tanking skills up in Dragon Age because we are going to have a nasty time if we don't Inquisition. You love this game, Zev? I love this game too. You have to yell. Can't you sing us a nice lullaby, Zev?
Let's get started.
Seems like that went decent, I guess. Besides Zev getting wrecked. I mean, it was just... I gotta say, it was great on his part to go over there and stun that mage because he really just bum rushed for that mage, which was awesome. But it kind of put him in a bind, sadly. Or we have the last Legion here stuff before the helmet. I think the helmet is the last one, but that is later. May this report find the proper eyes to affect future tactics we found in Enclave of the Spawn, possibly a breeding lair. But we could make no approach. There were far more spawn than anticipated, and I divided the squad to draw the main body of the horde away. I did not expect to survive, but I have made certain that most of my men will see another day. I am torn by this, as my petition will go unheard, and that may curse many more of the Legion than would die here. But I simply cannot abandon my men I have looked in the eye and called brother. Perhaps they will not thank me for this, believing themselves already dead, but where there is life, there is hope. I will not be the last to see their worth. From Lord Darius Fereld. Cool, so Lord Darius seems to be a very honorable person. He was the noble that came in. Chose to join the Legion of the Dead than be a damn noble, which is cool. You gotta respect that. Because that's definitely something I would do. Anyways, I think this is a good point before we go forward. And let's jump into the codexes here. And read a few before we head out. So what are we on now? We have the quest related ones. So we did read all of these, so there would be no reason. Let's start up here then, friends. Let's pick out two. Apostates. It's not uncommon for the neophyte to mistake apostates and maleficarum as one of the same. Indeed, the chantry has gone to great lengths over the centuries to establish that is so. The truth, however, is while an apostate is often a maleficar, he need not be so. A maleficar is a mage who employs forbidden magic, forbidden knowledge such as blood magic and summoning of demons, whereas an apostate is merely any mage who does not fall under the auspices of the circle of magi, and therefore the chantry. They are hunted by the Templars, and quite often they will turn to forbidden knowledge in order to survive, but it would be a lie to say that all apostates begin that way. Historically, apostates become such in one of the ways they are either mages who have escaped from the circle or mages who were never part of it to begin with. The latter category includes that we tend to refer to as hedge mages, those with magically ability out in the hinterlands who follow a different magical tradition than our own. Some of these hedge mages are not even aware of their nature, undeveloped. Their abilities can express themselves in a variety of ways, which the hedge mage might attribute to faith or will, or to another being entirely, depending on his nature. Some of these traditions are passed down from generation to generation, as with so-called witches of the Chasant Wilders, or the shamans of the Avar barbarians. No matter how a mage has become apostate, the chantry treats them alike. Templars begin with a systematic hunt to bring the apostate to justice. In almost all cases, justice is execution. If there is some overriding reason the mage should live, the Rite of Tranquility is employed instead. Whether we of the Circle of Magi believe the system far is irrelevant, it is what it is. See, that's what I said in the earlier episodes. What episode did I say? Something happened, man. I cannot remember what. Oh, the thing with Sten. Remember how the Sten destroyed a whole farmhold, killed all the people in the farmhold, and them Templars were, when they went there to it, instead of killing him outright because of what he did, they obviously seen that he slaughtered all of them people. Why not just kill him outright? And then you got them saying right here that Templars begin a systematic hunt to bring the apostate to justice, and apostates, right here, up here, it says apostates may not be maleficarum, you know? They could just be a regular mage. But Templars begin a systematic hunt to bring the apostate to justice. In almost all cases, justice is execution. Just for being magic, you're executed. How wouldn't Sten be executed there? I have no idea. Like, that's just ridiculous, and it just rubs me the wrong way. You can't... Like, I know some of the mages are crazy. Trust me. Half the mages in Dragon Age 2 are fucking lunatics. And it makes you, by the end of the game, you're just like, can we just do away with most of them, for God's sakes? Like, this is just getting out of hand. But to just kill a mage on sight most of the time, instead of bringing them in, is just crazy. And it's not just not fair. But it's just the world that we live in here, man. In our, fantasy world of Dragon Age. Anyways, let's move on. The Chant of Light, the Blight. No matter their power or their triumphs, the mage lords of Tevinter were men and doomed to die. Then a voice whispered within their hearts, "Shall you surrender your power to time like the beasts of the fields? You are the lords of the earth. Go forth, claim the empty throne of heaven and be gods." In secret, they worked magic upon magic, all their power and all the vanity. They turned against the veil until at last it gave away. Above them, a river of light, before them, the throne of heaven waiting beneath their feet. The footprints of the Maker, and all around them echoed a vast silence. But when they took a single step towards the empty throne, a great voice cried out, shaking the very foundations of heaven and earth. "And so is the golden city blackened with each step you take in my hall. Marvel at perfection, for it is fleeting. You have brought sin to heaven and doom upon all the world. Violently were they cast down, for no mortal may walk bodily in the realm of dreams, bearing the mark of their crimes, bodies so maimed and distorted that none should see them and know them from men. Deep into the earth they fled, away from the light, and darkness eternal they searched for those who goaded them on until they found their prize, their god, their betrayer, the sleeping dragon Dumont, their taint. Twisted even the false god, and the whisperer awoke at last. in pain and horror and led them to wreak havoc upon all the nations of the world. The first blight. I guess none of this stuff is even spoilers to talk about, but the Black City, like, I don't think it was ever golden. I think maybe the Black City, I felt like the Black City is the lost city of Arlathan for some reason, and obviously I feel like the Black City is where the blight originated, and it seems like that makes sense because the first Magisters that came down from the Black City were, you know, tainted, and then they became the first Darkspawn. But whatever it is, it got unleashed. Someone unleashed this sickness of blight in this place, and it kind of enclosed itself into the Black City. But maybe that's why people can't get to it, because it's like enclosed off for a reason, you know? And I don't know, I just have a feeling that that place is Arlathan, and it was already obviously tainted. It's got something going on there, and that's kind of a reason why you could always see the Black City from afar, but you just can't get to it because you're not supposed to get to it, you know? But yeah, I don't know, something to think about, friends. And as always, we're going to keep jumping into these codex. I'm actually having fun reading these codexes here and just catching up with what we got going on here. It puts me into the mode, it sucks me in, and I've been promising codex videos to you guys for many Let's Plays, man. I promised it our first Let's Play, I did it here and there, our first ever one on the channel. I promised it throughout our Dragon Age 2 Let's Play, and I never delivered fully, so we're gonna rectify that now. I'm tired of doing the, we're gonna do these videos and just never do them. But we're really gonna do these videos now and fucking do them. We're gonna get these codexes out, and we're gonna go back to Dragon Age 2 if we need to, which we probably will. And I'm gonna sign into the game, and I'm gonna read the codexes in that game, because them codexes are different. I had a look at the Dragon Age 2 codexes the other day, and they're a lot different than these ones. So remember when I said, don't worry about the codexes, we'll just go to Inquisition and read all the codexes then because they're the same? No, they're not all the same. Majority of them get crossed over, yes, but there is some specific codexes that are tailored to each game specifically. Like, you think you're going to get the history of Kirkwall or something in Dragon Age Inquisition? Probably not. So anyways, friends, that's what we're going to do. We're going to keep up with it and dedicate some time towards the end of the episode, and then if it gets out of hand still, we're just going to do an episode for it. But anyways, I'm out of here until we come back and tackle on more of, where we at, the Dead Trenchers. Take it easy, stay safe, and I will see you all then. Take care out there. Have a good one.